Jesus, love you, Jesus loves you. It always looks so dark on my friggin' camera. I don't know what the heck. I could probably like fix it somehow, but anyways, I just wanted to talk about like if you're drowning. I've got to think of a title for the video, but if you're drowning, like you're gonna be calling for help, even if there's no one there. Like if you're in the middle of the ocean drowning, and your only hope is that a boat is there at whatever. So we're all born drowning in our sin, and when we drown we go to the depths of the sea and into hell. So I'm not saying everyone who has ever drowned has gone to hell. I'm saying that we're drowning in our sin, and unless we give our life to Jesus, we die and go to hell. So what a lot of preachers like to say is you have to realize you're drowning, and they stop there. So realize that I'm a sinner and I'm drowning. That doesn't do anything. I'm still going to drown and go to hell. The other thing people say is admit that you're a sinner. So I admit that I'm drowning. Like, right now I realize that I'm drowning. Like, that doesn't do, that's good, but that doesn't save you. And if you see a ship in the distance, it says, call on the name of the Lord and you'll be saved. I don't think you're going to be like, hey, ship, and then all of a sudden you're saved. You're going to be like screaming and yelling and flailing your hands, trying to get the ship's attention. And then the ship has to see you and agree to come over. And then when it comes over, it's not enough to just have it next to you. Like if this is a big ship, like you're not going to be able to hold on to anything. The ship, Jesus being right next to you, is still not going to save you. So like a lot of people God is with, and maybe they throw you a life preserver or something, but you're still going to drown unless you get to safety, like on the ship. So like even if you have a life preserver and maybe they give you like, you pray for things and God is with you so he may answer your prayers, but he's not living in you, you're not safe yet. Like even if you're eating a couple crackers with a life preserver, like there's a big storm coming that is going to kill you. And the owner of the boat, which is Jesus, or the ship, is eventually he's got to leave. And the storm's going to come. So you're still not safe until you agree to submit to the captain of the ship. You give your life to Jesus, and then you get on the ship. And there's some people who say they're sitting there with their life preserver and crackers, and they're like, I know that I'm saved because God has answered my prayers and God's with me. And then Jesus takes off, the storm comes, they drown and go to hell. So until you give your life to Jesus and you're sitting in the ship, like the reason that I know that I'm saved is because I'm sitting in the ship with Jesus next to me and Jesus living in me. Like I've given my life to Jesus, submitted to the captain of the ship in a moment of time. I had to call his name for a long time, for years, to get saved and seek with all my heart, and then I found him, and he drew me to himself. I gave my life to Jesus, he gave his life to me, and we got married, I got saved, and I got on the ship, and I've been sitting on the ship for 7 years, and Jesus runs my life now. So it's not enough to realize you're drowning or to admit you're drowning or to see the ship and call out to the ship or to be next to the ship and getting supplies from the ship. Like you have to get in the ship, and like if you're going to drown, like this, there's like a storm, and so even with the life preserver and crackers, you're still going to drown. Like you have to get into the sturdy ship, which is Jesus. And it's not enough to know like a ship was made to rescue people, and it's the only ship that can rescue people, which is Jesus. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but through him. So it's not enough to know that. You have to get in the ship. Like, you're not saved unless you're in the ship, the only ship that can rescue and save people. Anyways, love you, Jesus loves you. Give your life to Jesus in a moment of time. Love you, Jesus loves you. Seek after him with all your heart and don't give up, and you will find, according to Jesus and the Bible.